Hey everyone, and welcome back to another budget planner review. It's been a while since I last did budget planner review. I think the last one was the Amazon budget planners under 20 bucks. And today I'm going to be reviewing the Clever Fox bi-weekly budget planner. As you guys can see, I still haven't opened it up. So this is going to be a review, first impression, and a flip through as well. But before I open it up, I did want to show you guys how it came wrapped. I did purchase this on Amazon. It came in one of those Amazon envelope packages, and it just comes shrink wrapped like this. I have gotten a Clever Fox planner before, and that one came in a box, but I think for that maybe you have to order it on their actual website. Anyways, so before I dive into the planner and start flipping through, I do want to go over some product descriptions really quick. Price for this budget planner is $20.99 before tax, and I did buy this on Amazon. And I was actually going to review the Clever Fox budget book, but I came across this one, and what caught my eye was the bi-weekly budget planner, because as you guys know, or if you've been following me here for a while, we do budget bi-weekly. So this totally caught my eye and I wanted to see what it was all about. The size of this is an A5. It is 5.8 inches by 8.3 inches. The color that I have is in turquoise, but it does have a variety of different colors as well. So it comes in black, blue, like a navy blue, comes in a dark green, dark teal, lavender, mint green, purple, and rose gold. So those are all the different kinds of colors that it comes in as well. So you get a variety of different options there. My favorite color is blue, and this was the closest to the color that I love. So this is what I went with. If you saw my life update video, you guys probably are aware of what's going to be coming up, but we'll get to that towards the end of the video. So let me go ahead and open this up so we can start looking in here. Okay, so I did forget to mention that this is a hardcover, and according to the description on Amazon, it's a high quality eco leather, so I'm guessing that means it's a faux leather. And the paper on the inside is thick, and it's a no bleed 120 GSM paper. And I have used a Clever Fox budget planner before, and it seems similar, and the paper quality is actually pretty amazing. So I'm heavy-handed with my writing, and I like to highlight as well, and I found that there was no bleed through. So I think the paper quality is going to be amazing. And it's also undated. There's 12 months of undated monthly layouts in here. And then there are 27 bi-weekly budget spreads, which is enough for the entire year. And I think that's pretty much it product description wise. So let's go ahead and just dive into the inside of the planner. So very first page is blank, and over here it says, "Thank you for choosing Clever Fox." And of course, with every planner, there's always like a contact sheet on here. So if you found this, please be kind and return it to, and then put all your names on here, or you can put your information on here, your reward, and then flipping on in here. So it looks like there's 2 sheets of financial goals. There's about 10 sections here where you can write 10 financial goals on here. I do suggest that when you write out your financial goal, I would put like a heading of what your end goal is, and then start writing your action steps that will help lead you towards that ultimate goal. I find that it helps keep you on track with, making sure you achieve your goals. And in the next section, it has my strategy, new skills I need to learn to achieve my financial goals, my money affirmations for wealth and prosperity. I think this is awesome. So new skills, I would maybe put, if you're new to budgeting, maybe read some personal finance books. One of the ones I've read recently is from the Budgetnista, I think it's called Get Good with Money. And I think that was a pretty awesome book. So if you're new to budgeting and need help with like the basics and stuff, I highly recommend that book. Money Affirmations, I think, is so powerful. It also helps with your money mindset as well. If you find that you're someone that likes to say I'm bad with money, flip that around and say that I am good with money. Okay, so I think that's awesome to have over here. My tactics, actions I will take to earn more money, actions I will take to cut my expenses. So this is really awesome to have. Kind of a little bit of journaling on there. A section for what's your net worth, calculate your net worth and start growing it. So there's an area here for assets. So assets look like it's on this side. Liabilities is on this side, and here it has cash. So savings account, certificates of deposit, life insurance, investments, and there's securities, treasury bills, other investments. For property, has real estate, automobile, jewelry, retirement, all your retirement accounts, and then social security. This is pretty detailed. And then liabilities, you have all of your loans on this side, mortgage loan, home equity loan, automobile loan, real estate loans, and student loans, and any other loans you might have. There's a couple more boxes here for you to fill that out. And then any debt that you have, credit card debt, other debt, unpaid taxes, and then a couple more lines. I know for sure for me, we had so much debt. This amount of lines would not have cut it for us, unfortunately, which, is sad. But, if you don't have that much debt, that's great for you to just write it all in here, and you guys can kind of have a running total of the amount of debt that you guys have. And then here in the net worth box, it has a date for you to write down, maybe when you first are filling this out. Your total assets, total liabilities, and net worth. And basically, it's total assets minus total liabilities is your net worth. So, and moving on to this side, money opportunities. Find ways to multiply your income streams and ride your way to financial freedom. In this box right here, it says, what am I good at? How much can I expect to earn? What are my hobbies and interests? How do I monetize my hobbies? What a great area to kind of brainstorm all of the different ways you can make money. So like side hustles and all of that or whatnot. So I think this is a pretty awesome page to have. A year at a glance. Ooh, I love this. So there's all the months on here. So what you can put on here, or what I would use it for, are birthdays, events that are going to be coming up, all of your annual seasonal bills and expenses that I think typically might throw you off budget because they're usually the bigger expenses. Like, for example, your car registration renewals that happen once a year. You want to make sure you prepare for that. Amazon Prime, I know I have that. Memberships and all of that you might be subscribed to. And make sure you put it all in here. That way when you're budgeting, you can make sure to flip over here and check to make sure you got all of your bills and expenses all into that monthly budget calendar. Also for like family vacations, you have a bunch of, again, weddings, school events, and all of that, summer activities and stuff too. So I think this is really nice to have. And then after that is the month and year calendar. And this is blank, like I said, and it has a Sunday start. For me, I just prefer Monday start, but this wouldn't bother me too much. But it is a Sunday to Saturday, and an area to put your notes on here. I think it's super important to put down notes, reminders, any financial obligations for sure that need to get done during the month, and your financial goals as well. And I think that so all the months are like back to back. So you have, they're different colors too, which is kind of cool. Oh, that's nice. Oh, there's something, a little bug in here. What is that? Or a burnt page or something like that. That's weird. So you have, should be 12 in here. And I like that it's different colors. So it's not all the same kind of boring color, I guess. Let's see. And I find that with a lot of blank or undated budget planners, or just planners in general, they like to put the months in the front, and then all the other layouts will be kind of like grouped together. I know it's like that with my undated passion planner. So I think that's it. So after all of the months, it starts with the bi-weekly budget layout. And before I forget, I know it came with, I totally forgot all the stickers and stuff that it comes with. So we'll go over that in a little bit. It does come with 3 ribbons, and I think this is super helpful if, I don't know what color I want to choose. So we can put one in the monthly over here, like whatever month that you're on. Another one can go in the weekly, and then we'll put like maybe a third one. We'll find a place for that in a little bit once we get through this. Anyway, so back to the bi-weekly budget overview. You have an area here to put the pay period. I love putting pay period dates when I am doing my bi-weekly budget. So I think that this is super cool. I would put like paycheck budget number 1 for like June, and then you would put like the date from May 28th to June 10th. I don't know, I'm kind of guessing on the dates there, but I think that's kind of cool to have, so that when you're tracking your expenses, you kind of have like a date, a start date and an end date to kind of track. Hope that makes sense. And then you have an area for goals here. Any upcoming purchases that you need to be mindful of in the next 2 weeks. again, bi-weekly budget, it's a 2-week budget. And the upcoming bills, so for 2 weeks, I'm trying to think, I think for us and my family, I know for sure we'll need more lines, but if you don't have a lot of bills or expenses, I think this will work just fine. And then it has income and savings. So with the upcoming bills, there's a due date, amount, and you can check off when it's paid. For income, has income, date, estimated amount, and what your actual is. And then savings. So savings date, estimated, and actual. I know for us for sure we do have multiple sinking funds, and I know these lines wouldn't work out so much for us. But again, if you don't have a ton of things that you're saving for, if you don't have a lot of bills, this might work out for you because let's see, for the bills, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's enough for 6, even though it's in 2 weeks. I know for us, in like the middle half of the month, there's like double this for the expenses for 2 weeks. I know it sounds crazy, but that's what we have. And then for this side here, it's the, looks like an expense tracker. So there's category here, or your expense, the budgeted amount, actual, and difference. Here at the bottom is a budget summary, opening balance. I would think that's starting balance, total income, total expenses, what the difference is, the total amount that you saved, and a total leftover. Let me just peek over to the next side. Oh, never mind. So maybe this one. So this one is an expense tracker. So I'm thinking maybe this one might be variable spending, like all your categories maybe. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking it is. You might even be able to put like your bills and stuff on here, or everything on here actually. Upcoming bills might just be the reminders. I don't know. I would combine all the fixed and variable bills all on here because it has an area for budgeted, actual, and then what the difference is. And this is your total budget summary. And then here is your expense tracker for the 2 weeks. Let me just quickly count how many lines are on here. So there's 29 lines of expense tracking. And I know for us, we're a family of 4, and I think I for some reason was counting the amount of lines that we were spending a couple days ago, and it was like 45 lines that we used. I know it sounds nuts for 2 weeks. There's some I think that's like the most that we have, and I think before that it was like 30 lines. But you can always, if you need to, use this side here. It says ideas and notes, but I think this is still a good idea to have too, because you can write down any reflection, maybe a brain dump, a financial to-do list or something, anything pretty much that you want here. But if you need extra lines, I would say use this here as well. And on the expense tracker, it has date, description, category, and amount. And as you guys know, for myself, I do track our checking account as well as cash. I don't like to commingle the two because I like to check our balance with our checking account and the cash we have on hand. And again, if you don't have a ton of expenses, this might be super helpful for you. I just know for us, we'll need more lines than this. So, and then it just moves on to another bi-weekly budget. So if I was starting out with this, for the most part, for our family budget, 2 bi-weekly paycheck budgets equal a month for us. So it's 28 days worth of tracking or spending. So I would have this one. Let's just use June as an example. So May 28th was our paycheck budget for number 1 for June. So this would be like May 28th until June 10th, because we did get paid again on the 11th of June. And then now this one would be June paycheck budget number 2, which is our paycheck tracking period from June 11th, which is our payday, until June 24th, because our payday starts again on the 25th of June. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, these 2 would be like my June budgets here. And then I think it just has, oh, I like this blue. And it has just all the other budget or bi-weekly budgets on there. So let me flip back to the back and see what it has back there. Okay, so on the very back, there's a savings tracker, which is pretty helpful if you are needing to keep track of your savings goals. Let me see how many pages you get. Okay, so there's 2 pages, and there's enough to write down 8 goals. Yeah, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so it has, so in each section it has saving for, the amount you need, when it's due, and then the date of the deposits on here. You could even also use it like if you are going to be using your sinking funds, make sure you put that in here as well, and instead of deposit, just subtract it. That way, and you can use this as like a running balance just so you always are aware of the amount that you have total. I mean, you can always look inside your savings account, but I think it's nice to have like an overview here of what you're spending when it's time to spend your savings. And I mean, it doesn't just have to be just for your sinking funds. This could also be for your emergency fund, maybe any 529s that you have, like a college fund or something that you have for your kiddos. Whatever you're saving for, you can use this. I would totally use it though for sinking funds. And there's also a debt tracker, and this should probably also have 8 as well. Let's see. Oh, there's more. So there's 4, 8, 12. Yeah, enough for 12 debts, which is kind of unfortunate to think about that you would have that much. I know we had a lot, so I think it was about 12 or 13, maybe 14, which sounds really sad, but that's what we had. So what this debt tracker has is a debt name, starting balance, your minimum payment, and then the date that you make each payment amount, and then a running balance of your debt. Yeah, there's enough again for 12. Like I said, I probably would have needed more than that. I think we had like 14 at one point, which sucked, but we're debt free now, which is awesome. So hopefully for you guys watching this, you don't have this many debts. And if you do, I hope you can knock them out like crazy. So moving on, holiday budgets. Ooh. So this one has category and expenses, gifts, wrapping and cards, groceries, decorations, and then any other categories you might have under the holiday budget. I would probably use this for Christmas. Holiday gifts, recipients, what the gift is, budgeted amount, and actual. And then holiday spending. I think this would be awesome to have to track all of the maybe Christmas spending that we all do. This has a date, description, category, and the amount. And that's it for the holiday budget. I think it's a great place to kind of start to maybe brainstorm a little bit on Christmas or whatever holiday you are celebrating. And Christmas is just 6 months away now, so it's getting pretty close. So maybe planning it out might be helpful to make sure we don't go over our budget. Yeah, I think this might be super helpful. And then there's a regular bill tracker, and I think this is a yearly one because yeah, it has an area for you to put the months. It does say month here, and there's like an arrow right there. Bills you'll write down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so all of your regular bills on here, and then you can maybe write it in as soon as it's paid for. And yeah, so nice little yearly bill tracker there. Summary of the year. So this one has, so it looks like it has the months on here again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 12. So summary of the year. So you put all the months over here, like across this way, all of your income, your expenses, the difference in savings. This is basically just a nice overview of your income and expenses throughout the year. Again, nice little overview. So if you want to just see it at a glance, I would make this part of your routine as you're closing out your budget. Just write it all in here. And that way, when you're reviewing your spending and your income that you're getting and savings and all of that, you guys can just turn back here and see all of the income that you've received so far and the savings that you've, the amount that you've saved so far and all of that. And here at the bottom, it has monthly expenses summary. So all of your categories here. So I would put maybe like your bills, like, so like our categories would be, utilities, insurance, subscriptions, like memberships, and then like the variable categories as well, like for us, it's our food budget, transportation, kids allowance, our household category, and all of that. So all of your budget categories will go here. And then here at the back is a check register. If you are still using checks, we only use our checks to pay our rent. It could just even be your checking account maybe, but if you specifically want to track your checks maybe so you have a good overview of the check expenses that you guys have been writing out, I don't know, maybe you can use it for something else as well. I don't know if this might be helpful for any of you out there, but I don't think I would use this. I'd probably turn it into something else. So accounts information, I think that this is always so helpful, but be careful with putting like all of the personal stuff in here. So there's an area here for name, website, password, or hints. I like that word, hints, notes, account, and username. If you watch my DIY budget planner notebook video, I did mention something about how I would make like an accounts information, just because usually for me, we had so many accounts. It was so hard to keep track, and I would get so frustrated trying to figure out what the username and password was for each one, and I kept having to renew it every time. So I finally had to come up with like a list of like our username and our password, but I wouldn't write the entire password. I would put a hint. You know how sometimes with passwords they make you do a capital letter, it has to be 8 letters, and then you have to have a special symbol. So for me, for example, let's say my password was budget, right? I would put a capital BU and then like an asterisk as my symbol, but I know in my mind budget and then the asterisk or capital B and all that. So I think this is helpful for those of you who are starting on your debt-free journey maybe, and you have to log in all these different accounts and to make sure that you're getting an updated amount or balance on your credit cards, loans or whatnot. So yeah, I do think that this might be really helpful, especially in the beginning. And then here on the back, it's just some dotted grid blank pages. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages. And I think this might be a good area. I would totally have an area where you have your budget categories and what spending goes under each of those. I do have a budget category breakdown. I have 2 of them. There's one in my budget by paycheck workbook from last year, an updated one in my passion planner, and I'm about to update it again because I condensed my budget categories. I think I got rid of 2 or something like that. So I might update it again just because I was going a little nuts with the budget categories and I just needed to condense them. So whatever works for you, do that. I think that is pretty much the end. And then in the back, I do remember Clever Fox always sends stickers or has stickers in their planners, whether it's a budget planner or a productivity planner. So there is a pocket folder back here, and it's pretty, I think it's pretty wide on there. Let me show you guys how you can expand or how it looks expanded. So I think this is nice right here. I don't know, sometimes I don't really use it, but you can put post-it notes back there if you want to, stickers, receipts, or any kind of like notes or whatever that you might need to keep while you're budgeting. And then there's also a pen loop here. Let me test it out with one of my pens. Sometimes with pen loops, I still don't like to use it because it's hard to like take it out. Let me use one of my favorite pens here. I'm gonna try to use one hand because that's usually how I do it. Oh, that's not too bad. I think what makes it hard is because there's a grip here at the bottom of my pen. But I think it's a nice size and it should stay put. Well, especially since I have a clip on mine. I'm trying to look for my other pen, my other favorite pen that I like to use. Okay, this is my other favorite pen. This one's a fine point ballpoint pen. And let's see if this one, I think this one's a little bit bigger though. Yeah, well, I think that works just fine. Again, I think it's the grip here that's making it, you know, it doesn't come off as easily. I'm trying to see, let me see if I have one that doesn't have the grip. Okay, so I have a Muji pen on here. Yeah, that slides in so much easier. So yeah, nice little pen loop there, just so you always have a pen handy whenever you guys are budgeting, of course. Overall, I love the feel of this budget planner. I love the paper quality. I'm pretty sure like when you highlight, it's not going to bleed through. And the highlighter I use is the mild liners, the zebra mild liner ones. I don't see an issue of like bleed through or anything. And yeah, so let's take a look at the stickers or what else it came with. So, oops. Came with the Clever Fox card, and then on the back it's a warranty card, no hassle refund, 60-day money back guarantee. Just information on there. We are not happy until you are happy. That's awesome. And then there's also an instruction booklet on here. I did see this online. So how to fill out and examples of how you would fill out every section here. So 1, your financial goals, your strategy and tactics. Yeah, every section in here, there's like examples of how you would budget in here. And then for the stickers, so there is a total of 3. And There's one with quotes. I love these. So these are all the quotes on here. I find that money quotes are super motivational. I like to include them on my Instagram. I do post a lot of like all these positive money quotes and stuff. Let me see if any one of them sticks out to me. Never spend your money before you have it. So freaking true. Goals that are not written are just wishes. Don't wait for opportunity, create it. The bravest thing you can be is yourself. Tell your money where to go. Heck yes. The best way to stick to a budget is to start one. Take your dreams seriously, make it happen. Big dreamers achieve big goals. Great things never came from comfort zones, and it's okay to be frugal. And a lot more on here as well, like affirmations. I am focused and persistent, magnet for opportunity. And then there's stickers here for whether or not you stayed on budget. This one says, stayed on budget, budget blown, and that can totally happen. No budget is ever perfect. I don't know if you guys can see. Keep forgetting my camera is not an autofocus camera. And then there's page flags on here. I think these are called teardrops. I clearly do not know my stickers. I don't really use a ton of stickers. A lot of times I like to just use sticker kits, but these might be good to have to keep you motivated. I find that sometimes when you make your budget planner look a little pretty, it might keep you motivated. And plus stickers can also be fun as well. And then these two here look like it's the same one. So there's stickers here for payday. You can put that in the monthly. And then a couple different things here. So bills due, insurance, credit card, important, birthdays, holidays, and no spend day. These are the stickers that it comes with. It comes with a bunch, I feel like. And so that is pretty much it for the video. So since you made it here to the end, just so you guys know, going forward, every time I do a budget planner review, I am no longer going to be testing it out. I find that that was way too time consuming to try to do that. And with my coaching business now, I just find that it's a little harder to kind of, squeeze that time in there. But I still love to do these budget planner reviews because if these videos can help out someone out there who might be wanting to look or try out the budget planner, I would love to be that person that can, flip through this and tell you my thoughts and help you decide whether or not you should give it a try. So I am going to be giving this away. So you're going to get everything here. That's why I didn't write in it or test out like my pens and highlighters, because I didn't want you guys to get a planner that has all these scribbles and stuff in it. The giveaway rules will be down in the description box below if you guys are interested in entering this free giveaway. That is pretty much it for this video. Good luck for those of you who are entering this giveaway. I really hope that this flip through review first impression video was helpful. Thank you guys so much as always for watching, and I will talk to you in the next video. Have a good one, guys. Bye.